from them, they said from the officials, they said yeah, they've made amendment to with respect to VAR, any decisions, So I think that was the right call because what I know per FIFA rules is if you intercept a goal, if a player intercept a goal, another intercept a ball leading to a goal, whilst you are at your offside position, then the goal has to be called an offside.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ceedorf, and you are watching On the Field. I'm your host for today. Before I delve into what we're about to talk about today, I'd like to urge each and every one of you watching this channel to kindly subscribe to Echo Triple TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell, put all notifications on, place a comment on every video we put out there. Before we go delve into everything, I would like to talk about the previous week, what we discussed during the previous week, and I think it was about the opening game of the Euros. It was against Germany and Scotland for the opening day, and Germany took the day by storm by winning 5 goals to 1. And today we are going to continue from where we stopped the other time. We stopped the other time around Belgium and Slovenia. So we'd like to continue from there. First of all, we'd like to talk about the match that occurred on Saturday night, which was between Austria and France. And France took the day. France won 1. It was an own goal, a deflection. Yeah. And a Portugal and a Czech. So Portugal won 2-1. It was an initial goal by Czech, and Portugal had the equalizer through an own goal. And the second goal was scored by Fonseca from the bench. And also, we like to delve into Germany and Hungary. Germany won 2-0. The goals were scored by our own Jamal Musiala, and Mikel Gundogan. Another match also Austria and Power was Denmark and England. It was 1-1 at the end. And also Spain and Italy. Spain winning 1. And it was an own goal by Calafiori of Italy. And our final match we'd like to talk about today is Netherlands and France. It was a goalless draw. So without wasting my time, I would like to bring my guest on board, as to how they saw the games that I mentioned earlier. Today I have 2 wonderful guests with me. They are my friends, and their knowledge about football is really wide. I would like to introduce them to you. On my left is Mickey. I have Mickey right here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And on my right is my own man, Flashlight.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. First of all, we'll start with Austria and France. France won 1-0. So I would like to ask my friend here, Mickey, to give me his thoughts on the game, the Austria-France game. And Mickey, I beg, how you see the game? Like, how was the game like?
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to delve into the match proper. A point of correction: the match was played on Monday. It was on Monday. Yeah, that was France and Austria. Yeah. So going into the match, everyone thought it's going to be a walk in the park for France, but Austria had to bring their A game on. And looking at this Austria team, they've lost somebody like David Alaba. Yes, yeah, they don't have David Alaba, but he was on the bench with the technical team supporting them with some 1 or 2 information and then tactics.
Yeah.
Yes. So with the start of the match, everyone thought France were going to get it on that easy level, but I was very very impressed with how Austria had to bring the game on, and then I must say they really impressed me. I mean, if you begin such a tournament like this in this manner, it goes a long way to help you. And I'm looking forward to them continuing with this kind of performance, not with only France alone, but at least they should go on with this kind of performance. You understand? And with somebody like Mbappe, we all saw it. He's a Costa boy. He has won the World Cup. He has been to the World. I think he has played in two finals of the World Cup. Yes. So having somebody like Mbappe, he has also won the Nations League. Yeah, that's won the Nations League. The only trophy he has not won nationally is the Euros, which he's looking forward to. So going into this match, I was really having a keen eye on him and truly had to deliver. When he started playing on the wings, I wasn't seeing too much of him until he had to shift down uh, the left wing where he had to, get a chance and then it appeared to be an own goal. Even though it was an own goal, but his impact had to lead to that goal. So I will commend him for that. And for somebody like Kevin Danso, yes, of Lens. I think he's a Ghanaian descent. Yeah, he plays for Lens. I was very much impressed with his performance as well. Very solid guy, physical, had to go toe to toe with Mbappe. And I think he was a great, centre back for Austria. He was very solid at the back. In fact, if it wasn't for Kevin Danso, Austria would have conceded more than they did, even though they lost the match. But if not for his impact at the back line, he made sure that the back line is very solid with, him being able to, accommodate Mbappe and also Dembele. Yes, he was very solid, and I was very impressed with how he put out that performance. So going forward, I expect Austria to, at least win their next match with a 3 points, which will at least cushion them and then give them that confidence going forward, so that to propel them to, a better position in this tournament. So that is what I think about the match.
Plus Mpocho, how you see Mbappe chance, in a chance you not say,
Yeah.
how did you feel at that moment?
Me,
Walk me through it.
for me, I felt like Mbappe is one of the at least world class players that you know, and then for him to miss this chance, I think I can't blame Mbappe so much because as a player, sometimes you can miss some big chances, and even if you get three, at least you can only score one. But for this chance that Mbappe missed, I felt like um, it was not the day for Mbappe. That's the thing that I feel like. I feel like it was not the day for Mbappe because if Mbappe was in the party, at least he can, punch this goal and
Was it necessary for him to come early on the field when he had an injury on the nose? Like,
oh,
how wrong was it? For me, I felt it was like was really not a big, but I think by the rules of the game, you have to be told by the
yeah,
referee to come before you come. Like initially rushed, like he rushed quickly into the game and fell. He placed himself on the floor,
yeah.
and still he was given a card for that.
You
What
know,
what what what, what do you think of that?
you know,
That
you
thing?
know. I think Mbappe wants to do something for France. So for him being injured, he wants to, come into the game and then do something special for France to, get the maximum 3 points.
Yeah.
But, for him to rush, I think it's not the right way. You have to be treated well before, they can give you the go ahead to come on the field and play. So I don't think it's the right thing that Mbappe has to do. But he wants to do something for France and then to get the maximum 3 points. That's why he rushed and then came to the and then
I would like to add to what you said. I
Yeah.
think France on the night had a very beautiful game.
Oh yes,
For someone like Kante,
yes,
who has been out of the national team for like 2 years,
yes.
came in with so much force, they go, very confident, and he delivered very well. I think Kante did very well. You would all agree to me, and our viewers also agree. Kevin Danso was very solid at the back.
Oh yes, yes.
Very solid. And I think Austria had a chance in the first half. Sabitzer was given a cross and he flipped the ball to a certain player. I can't really recall the name. I think the player really lost it. He couldn't, kill it. And unfortunately for them, they considered a goal. I think France took the day by storm. So let's move to Portugal and Czech Republic. On the night, Portugal won the match. The final goal was scored by Conceição, whose father was coaching Porto. I think last season he has left Porto currently. Flash, I'll start with you first. Walk me through the match. How did you see the momentum of the match initially? How was it for you?
I was expecting Portugal to, take this game by storm, but unfortunately, they disappoint me. For me, they disappoint. And then, starting from the lineup, I don't think the lineup was good enough because when we talk about the Portugal team, they have a lot of qualities, a lot of players, and then we all know how these players are good. And then for this Martinez coach setting up this formation, for me, I think he has to go with 4-3-2. That's the 4-3-2-1. That's the Christmas tree formation. I like that formation because it will suit some of the players like Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and a lot of players. I mean, so but he went for 3-back system, and then this 3-back system it really affects the Portugal team because they were not having enough attackers because I think they were even defending more. Yeah, they were defending more, so there were not enough chances created. So Cristiano Ronaldo have to track back and then come and play some 1 or 2 and then move forward because he was really struggling. But I liked the way Ronaldo played and all that. But Bernardo Silva, I have a doubt about Bernardo Silva because I don't think they have to play Bernardo Silva at the wings. They have to, yes, they have to, push Bruno Fernandes as maybe number 10 and then Bernardo Silva as the number 8. So Bernardo Silva will do the controlling the midfield. And then Vitinha too will help Bernardo Silva to control the midfield. And then when you watch this setup, I think the other thing was what? Czech was, very good, and then they were defending well, they were closing a lot of spaces around them, so there were no space for Portugal to, give any breaking line passes through them. So I think I will congratulate Czech too as well for defending well and all that. But what is any pain I would say the qualities that Portugal was having, normal team man, what didn't over Czech. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Before the match, now Thomas Tuchel was on your fit, you're fully fit, right?
Yeah.
But he still came and played the match, right? You see, for a team like Czech, one shot and the start with Brazil, say, okay, Tuchel now,
Patrick Schick.
Yeah.
Patrick Schick.
Yeah. Okay, they are Patrick Schick as well. But I think for me, Tuchel was the captain, right? Yeah. Tuchel, right?
Patrick Schick was the captain.
But I think Tuchel started before
Schick,
so he still was the captain. So even there, so they stay there, even there small teams now, national teams now, when the stars they doing. And mostly we have some personalities, like a few personalities in there. One presence alone or a boost for them. How was Thomas Tuchel's presence in the team a boost for the players, like giving the players confidence to who they are all out? I don't win them.
Looking at Thomas Tuchel, I think in the last competition, that is the World Cup that I saw him, he performed excellently well. That was the reason why I think West Ham went for him, right? Yes. So having him on the field together with Patrick Schick, I think Patrick Schick had to score the best goal of the tournament. He had the best goal in the last tournament. Yes. So having that center goal. So having the two on the pitch, I felt it was a boost for Czech Republic, just as you said. And one thing I've realized about these small teams too are they don't have too much of stars. So they play, the togetherness is there. Yes, they make sure that they are not relying on just one player. Yes. So every player has to bring their A game on so that at least they will get the desired result they are looking at. You understand? Yeah. And to go into the match proper, I think first of all, the information from Roberto Martinez was a wrong one because you have these stars, you have this quality of players. Why do you have to resort to a 3-back system? You don't have to do that. I already have my qualms with Roberto Martinez because he had a golden generation for Belgium and he wasn't able to do anything proper with them. But why do you have to resort to a 3-back system against Czech Republic, a team like Czech Republic? You go all out. You have to go all out. You have to go all out. You have to play a 4-back system. You make sure that you press them. because you have to dictate the game for them. You don't have to allow them to dictate the game for you, because you have to come in the game that you are the big boy. You understand? You are the big boy coming into the game. So by that, you dictate the game for Czech Republic. So they are the team supposed to defend, not you, Portugal. So that was a wrong introduction by what do you call it, Roberto Martinez. But I think he had to realize his mistake and then corrected it. You understand? It took the intervention of Constanzao. If he had not scored that goal, even though Portugal were controlling the game all right, but if not for that own goal that Czech Republic had to concede, it wouldn't have been easy for Portugal to walk past Czech Republic. You understand? Because if Czech Republic had defended very well and they getting the first goal, Portugal would have found themselves wanting. You understand? So going forward into this tournament, I think Roberto Martinez has to change his style and his whole approach, because you have all the stars. I think he has the best. He has the rich bench in this tournament. He has yes, and also England. You see, one thing about Czech Republic and Portugal and England is they have a rich bench, but the coaches are refusing to realize something. Yes, yes, they are forgetting to do that simple correction. You understand? You don't resort to some kind of information, especially when you have some kind of players at your disposal. You understand? You have to play all the attacking game. You dictate the game for the team that you are going into. You understand? France will never resort to a three-back system against, even at Austria, against Austria. Austria is quite a better team than Czech Republic. Weighing in terms of skill, I weigh Austria as a better side than Czech Republic. But and still, even with that, France, with the big teams, you don't have to defend. You are coming against, minors. You are coming against minors. So you go all out. You attack them. You dictate the game for them. You don't allow them. You don't sit back and then they dictate the game for you. No, you don't have to do that. So I think going forward, the coach will learn from his lessons, and then he will come out with something proper. So that is my initial thoughts, and then that is what I generally think about the game.
Okay, so I'd like to add to what you said. The final goal or the winning goal was scored by Conceição. That is Portugal's. Sorry, FC Porto's former coach, son. Yeah, I think this is his first use, and for him to come from the bench and score the winning goal, I think he made his father very proud. I'm sure his father, wherever he was really
I
proud of
think
his son.
AS Roma has even appointed former Portugal coach, Conceição. I think
Former Porto
yeah,
coach.
I think AC Milan rather. Yeah, AC
No, I think AC Milan is Fonseca.
yeah,
Fonseca rather, not Conceição. Conceição, I think I've not really heard of anything from his side yet. So we would like to go to the third match that we spotted, which is Germany and Hungary. But with this match, I would like us to keep it very short so that we'll go for a quick break. When we return, we talk about the rest of the three that I took that I think we should highlight on here. Okay. So Germany, Hungary, very quick. How did you see the game?
Okay, for me, I think Germany is one of the favorites to win this tournament.
Yeah.
And then when you weigh Germany and then Hungary, Germany gives a far gap.
Yeah, true.
So for this game, I felt like Germany will do the work and get a maximum 3 points. But Germany, when you see this Germany team, you can see that they are eager to win this tournament, because we have seen for the past they are not been playing good as well. So for me, this game, I was like, okay, Germany will win this game. So there will not be any competition for them to struggle or something to maybe they will not get the result. But I will talk about this player, Jamal Musiala. Let me say, for this tournament, I will say that he is the top scorer now, or 2 goals. Yeah, he is the top scorer now. This guy, Charlie, Akwano Bobo. Why the one for Germany team is in Kwando on one tournament. But Germany team one blend with young stars now, because when it comes to the midfield, we have Toni Kroos, and then Toni Kroos will do the job. But Toni Kroos guy, I don't remember because he's on top form. You understand? Or top form, and then send or retire with a top performance, like Edwin went to say. So for this game, I thought maybe Hungary will, fight for so maybe 1 point or so, but they don't go as planned as they want. So I would say kudos to Germany for winning that game and get them.
Would you agree with me there, Dominic Soboslai, why you were tournament team?
Absolutely. Not Soboslai alone. I mean, Man City, general, looking at Pep in the team, even in the EPL, they transforming into their national teams, they've given out, a performance below belt. Yes. Their performances have been below the belt. You understand? For the exception of Ruben Diaz, who has been, a bit exceptional at Portugal. Yes. And Soboslai, even in the EPL, they were saying he's a good player.
From the starting of the league, he was very good.
They said he was a very good player. Okay. But this is the Premier League. That if you feel that you are the very best, you come into that league and then you prove to everyone that yes, indeed I am good. You understand? So it's a league that exposes a lot of players. That is the Premier League. It exposes a lot of players, especially with the number of matches each team has to play. You understand? But I think you being in such teams like Hungary, they don't have much stars. You understand?
I think that's have much.
So you are not going to see him that much because that team is literally just an average side, or let's say below average. Yeah. So I'm not very fascinated about how he's not playing well, or Charlie, the support is not there. So you pardon him for such performance. I think he's the captain, right?
He's the
youngest captain.
You see in the tournament. So it tells that Hungary don't have much of a quality, so perhaps the reason why.
They don't know a star player. That's why what they talk.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because Hungary they can't boast of so many good talents. They are playing good football, but for somebody like Soboslai to be their general captain, it tells that the quality is down. But for them to have qualified for the Euros, we will give them the plus up.
Viewers with Denmark and England was 1-1. A very shocking result for me personally. And I don't think it's coming home because I think I saw a tweet from your Mopi, writing, I think he wrote, it's coming home. Not that covered to me. It was really sad. I don't think it's coming home for England. So let's delve into this one. Mickey Butcher, Denmark and England.
Going into this match, I always expected that maybe Gary Southgate is going to learn from his mistake. I don't agree with the fact that you have to play Arnold in the midfield whilst you have you had the chance to select a proper midfielder. Or let me see. This is a tournament. Charlie, give the young boys chance.
From our previous video, look at the because club we introduced them style now. The Arnold midfield.
Okay.
Southgate is wearing or copy, but Southgate they be only midfield there. Arnold, if you 2-1 agent.
Or by midfield, exactly.
That is.
But no,
he bets good.
Exactly.
He bets best midfield. But I think Southgate is not really, abreast with that thing, right? And whether we like it or not, why bet that does this or not play? You have to embrace the new era. But yeah, I think continue.
The thing is, it started with Pep. Pep started with John Stones, shifting in the midfield. I think the right side of the midfield, and then also Klopp also had to adapt to that system. But if you are, if you want to copy that system, you have to make sure that you have a system that you are playing. What is the system? England are using to play in this one? What is their system? What is their identity? Because with Man City, you know that the tiki-taka game. With Liverpool, the ginger pressing. So they have a system the players agree to, which they are all playing.
I think
you understand. But with England, you can't really figure out their kind of football they are playing. What is their style of play? When you pick England, you can't even figure out one thing that England for us. No, this is their style of play. Because with France, you know that yes, it's the counter game, the pressing game. They will know that okay, Mbappe is there. Let's lay a long pass to Mbappe, then we hit them on a counter. That sort. But with England, it's not like that. And with that, I think Southgate going into this second game should have thought that no, you know what, I've tried Arnold in the first match. Yes, I was lucky enough to have gotten the three maximum points. But this time around, let me bring in a proper midfielder. Maybe let me start a Gallagher. Yeah, because somebody will say, Kobe Menu is a minor and he doesn't have the experience. Fine. Okay. Shifting Gallagher. Shifting Gallagher.
The Gallagher bishop more. Why the two defensive? DMC being.
No, you can play. Listen, everything my body can rise at the 6, Gallagher at 8, and Jude Bellingham at 10. You understand? I mean, that's a good information.
Was it the Gallagher more defensive minded?
No. But it's still the same. When we saw them in the last series, was it not? He was playing, I think, Calvin
Bellingham,
Phillips. No, he
Phillips
was
and
playing
Rice.
Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice
yeah.
as the two holding midfielders, and it worked to perfection. So you need to also resort, at least if you have a limited option, just resort to that. Shifting a proper midfielder, because Arnold Fine will give you the pass, but he doesn't know the duties as a midfielder. You will not be able to defend.
Sometimes he looks shaky.
So I even think that no, they were lucky on the night to have had a draw with Denmark, because don't underrate Denmark. Denmark they have quality in abundance. Denmark, they have quality, even though they've not unlocked the yes, they've not unlocked the striker like Højlund. Yes,
He's
they've
really
not.
lost in the
He's lost in the tournament. I mean, he's one player who is very unfortunate, because I don't know the reason why coaches are struggling to unlock him as a player or as a striker. He's a very good guy, but as to why he's not being unlocked, maybe maybe he needs a bit of time. You understand? Or maybe he needs a little support to be able to unlock him. You understand? So going forward, I think Gary Southgate, he needs to learn from these mistakes that he's committing, these errors. And I mean, all on socials, people are criticizing your position. So why don't you change your system? You have to change the system. You just try the new young lads. Try starting a proper midfielder, and then let's have a look at it. Because I tell you, Kobe Menu, when you give Kobe Menu this chance, I don't think he's going to let it slide. Kobe Menu is not going to let it slide. He's going to bring his A game, and he'll give out his possible best. Because we've seen it in the Manchester United team. Kobe Menu hasn't been, he has not been a flop. And with Cole Palmer, there's somebody who has contributed. I mean, he has had one of the most contribution in the top 5 European leagues. So why do you sit him on the bench? 2 matches, he has not even had 5 minutes to play. Why do you have to do that? No, just give him the chance. You understand? You have to give Obama the chance. You have to give him the chance. You have to give him the chance. Even though Jude Bellingham is good, yes, we all understand he's on top form, he's playing all well. But you know what? When it gets to, at least when it gets to 30 minutes of the game and still Jude Bellingham is not giving out what you are supposed to see, Charlie, just shift Kupama and let's see. Because that guy, the way he looks, maybe you might underrate his body. He's not physically strong and all that, but he's the kind of Kai Havertz kind of player. And those kind of players, they can commit penalties so easily, because when they enter the box, the way they are so small, the little touch, then it's a penalty. So just give them the chance. I think Gary Southgate has to learn from, so many things that, going forward, he has to work with. Other than that, I don't think England they will. I mean, already people have lost hope that they are not one of the favorites. No. They are not one of the favorites, honestly. So I think that's my initial thoughts.
Extra Denmark were lucky they win a draw. Were they lucky or they fought very well for the draw? Second question is more. Do you agree there? Yema Cole Palmer, the likes of Cole Palmer, Ivan Toney, Oli Watkins, some more on chance and one share like one shift, one same kakra. Maybe I'm keep on him. So I think one point on the bench is here. Ramsdale probably try it because on the pay for, I think complacency look on kakra, right? So maybe a change of system with respect to the players will maybe help.
Okay, so your first question.
About Denmark.
Denmark, no, you see, what I would say is, Denmark were one of the teams that the people underrate them a lot, but they have at least average players. And then you see the players around, Ericsson. Ericsson is one of the experienced players that So I think they fought really well for Kunyepa, because when you see what Denmark is doing from the qualifiers in Asia, at least they are previous to extra, you know, Denmark like what you do, you know, what you do because one said I need stars. They don't really have much stars.
Like
yes, yeah, they don't really have much stars. Until why be today? Why blend with I wanna war ball performing Denmark's league in kakra, Europe kakra, now I can win album. But what I'll say is the coach is good. Their coach is very good because I don't know or form with them style of play no or the more because or share them qualities in our you know they know yeah implement them style of play with yeah from one and then them style of play with it helps them to you know perform well. So what the coach will say is you know we are facing a big team like England, so I'm pleading on you, yeah, at least they will bring their best performance. Yeah. So what I'll say is it's a good result for them to you know get a draw and at least you know win your point. So the 1 point will be okay for them. And then
I think on first match I wanna Slovenia,
two for
right?
2 points.
Slovenia.
Yeah,
Obo 1-1.
you know, 2 points. It's maybe they'll try and then get 1 win and then to boost their points up and then see what they will do next.
And I'm so second question about Palmer. The one introduction, Ivan Tony, bringing Ramsdale or not? What
you know for the goalkeeping post, I'll say Pickford on here very bad. Pickford London. But my problem is Watford one. You know, if you have player like Kobe Menu, Conor Gallagher, Cole Palmer can play as number 10. Me, I want Southgate to, you know, bench Arnold and then play Kobe Menu as the box to box. Generally, we say it as number 8 because when you bring Gallagher as number 8, it will be more defensive. You know, it will be more defensive. It will be more defensive. But when you bring Komimenu as the number 8, Komimenu, you know, he has the composure and then flexible, yes. And then he can pass, you know, like pass the tight spaces, but pass in the show, like you need to miss it. And then, you know, for me, if you are not playing Komimenu as number 8, at least you can play Jude Bellingham as number 8 and introduce Cole Palmer as the number 10 because England is lacking a lot of creativity because what the system that Southgate all born, you know, they normally use low middle block as in they normally you know pack the midfield and then they will leave Hurricane up front. So when the ball comes to Hurricane, Hurricane really suffer to you know push the ball forward because their wingers are inside. Their wingers are in the midfield, so they really struggle to you know push the ball forward. But you know they have to you know try Ivan Toney as well because if this system the system when Southgate use at least me I want to you know Hurricane is very good or a good striker you know but system not all system not all obi anka me prefer obeti ma bonye Ivan Toney because he's very strong you know and then he's also pacey as well so obeti may hold on the ball and then because of system not see as Southgate obeti may hold on the ball and we're not able to midfield and then the wingers you know run is about I think they have to you know bench Foden as well because
Foden
because the reason it Southgate one previous Southgate have been there for about 8 years or so. We coach England for 8 years or so, and then Southgate is struggling to you know find play the other but right wing one because we used to Raheem Sterling or Faraka but when Timan ye or Sansu or try Rashford. And Rashford don't know why that so didn't deal with them. But Rashford is a tournament player. No matter how bad Rashford is, so do tournaments that you have to, you know, bring Rashford in. Yes. So them right wing one day. But he's struggling to, you know, find a player with him up, but them left wing one. So me, I think, you know, Foden is not playing well as well. So they have to drop Foden and then bring in Anthony Gordon so that Gordon is a pacey player. At least in the system, all one 2 pass over my corner now. The Hurricane another anyone up front with him ball at the man.
Alright, young for Spain and Italy, right?
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I was really disappointed because I mean, them are making out close
because who plays more
and players are now me pede almost no. Now me play man she bobo. No question. Na free ya question. A brief one. Okay. Spain Italy nko.
Okay. Watching Spain against Croatia, I mean, I saw it as Spain are one of the teams that we have to watch in this tournament. I mean, I underrated them a little bit. Yes, I underrated Spain a little bit because let's try coming into a major tournament is somebody like Morata who has lost it cool. I felt that I felt that I mean they are not coming into this tournament so strong, but the coach has shown that no, you know what, these are young lads. Let me give them the chance. Let me give them the opportunity, and let's see somebody like Yami Yamal against Croatia. I mean, he was a super player together with Caballero. You know, in their last match, Caballero was criticizing him that you know he's a very good young lad, but he finds it difficult to track back to defend. Yeah. So I think
he's more offensive minded.
yeah, he's more offensive minded compared to
because of how Caballero and
exactly. So going into a match against Italy, I felt I mean Italy winning their match against Albania too is going to be a crucial match for them. Yes, it was going to be a test for them. I felt it's going to be a test for the Spain national team. That was the match that would determine that yes, the Spain team they are gradually finding their rhythm back. Yeah, and truly, I mean, they got a three maximum point, irrespective of the own goal that happened. Still, it was a goal. Yeah, they had a 3 points at the end of the day. Somebody like Cucurella was someone people had to really had talks about. You know, people were asking that is it the same Cucurella who is playing for Chelsea because the Chelsea are not able to unlock his full potentials. But in this in this tournament, he has been an outstanding player. I mean, in the first match, he wasn't bad. He was an okay player. In the second match, too, people were saying, no, he has been he has put up some good performances. Because for you to bench somebody like Grimaldo of Leverkusen, because he's one player who is very much on form this season, very much on form. In the league alone, I think he had a good contribution of about 25, 10 goals and 13 assists or so. I stand to be corrected. So for somebody like Cucurella to sit Grimaldo, no, it tells you that then that means Cucurella is doing something right, which the coach really appreciates. So I think Italy they were not lucky on the nights. Yes, they were not lucky on the night. Italy too in their last tournament, I think they are the defending champions, right? Yeah, but Italy that for that win that they won against England, I thought it was just maybe a flash in the pan because if they were a top team or they were playing on the top level, they would have at least qualified for the World Cup. But I wasn't much impressed with their performance and how they came about against Spain. So thumbs up to Spain and kudos to them. We wish you all the best.
Okay, into Flash and Portugal, Italy, I have a question for you, right?
Yeah.
One striking force, anyone, Gianluca Scamacca. Personally, I'm sure there. I'm a big fan of Retegi, of Genoa, right?
Yeah.
Nti sɛ wɔsabe Retegi na obeyi Scamacca. Wɔsabe Scamacca mo fi na Retegi bɛhyɛ mu. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Your Giacomo Raspadori so, right? Nti Esha, like is it a better option? Maybe I over change Scamacca. Because Scamacca no for me, I think personally for me, I'm fan right? Here's a few be a very wasteful. Here's a double and simple. No, or trickling or buffon will plan or sorry, you understand that kind of person. Fratesi, so I don't like the Fratesi style of play when it comes to Italy. I don't them. Any more setup is it okay? Do they have to make some rotations?
No, I don't blame the coach because first of all, answer na what start was Scamacca was one of the strikers and no from power because Atlanta team now, at least we for Atlanta teammates now because we saw what he did at Anfield Liverpool. He was really impressed, and then I was hoping that Kamaka will lead the line for Italy. But what started tournament, we put a lot of surprises there, like performance now, and call show or Atlanta. Yes, not the best. So for me, I think if the coach, like will start to come back and say on far, at least he has to try some options,
Raspadori
Raspadori is there because
Retegi
I prefer to, if say Sabi, if my Raspadori in the show because it's one of the
maybe also food
players.
Skamaka and height. Raspadori is short.
Yes.
Skamaka one.
Yeah, depending on style of play.
Obiana
Depending on style of play, because if say we style of play now about long balls, only maybe Skamaka, but the style of playing into them.
Or the forms.
Yes, and then even Italy and so they rely too much on Chiesa, because Federico Chiesa, he's one of the players at least a top guy, but still through one or two invisibility, the performance no team cost because Martin played Juventus were better with one. So what I will say is the service is not coming. The service is not coming.
It's one lack they blame Pellegrini and they blame Barella.
No. Barella is not a creative midfielder.
But Barella at least, but even though a defensive minded, but too much.
But Italy and Gaza, they have to get a creative player, someone who can create chances like Portugal, Bruno Fernandes, and then the wingers too, Rafael but Italy, actually one wingers now, they only rely on Chiesa in terms of wings. He can do something.
I think I made a move the Pellegrini day. Pellegrini go fit play the 10. They could be. But the Italy, I think about 430, right?
Yeah.
430. And Pellegrini is 111. Pellegrini, 11 Lebanon.
Honestly speaking, Italy, one place, if you are being frank to ourselves, we be average. They are average.
Because previous one they are average, but the quality play was there.
Okay.
We implemented some system actually, or shitty players in now. So me, at least I want the coach to change the style of play and then introduce Raspadori and then bench Skamaka for now because I need them on fire.
Coach them class can so I'm Italian so if I'm really taking it. I'm from Imperial.
Even they have also.
But 4-2-3-1.
Yes, that be the
Pellegrini machine
4-2-3-1.
That's why we go to 11. Case I'm one. Retegi and our Raspadori.
Simple.
Okay, so let's go with the final match of the day. I look at which is Netherlands and France.
Okay.
Let's go. A lot of drama, but we were sharing something being nowadays. Looking at 70 the month start to our
okay.
So we look at crown on the match. We're gonna back.
Okay. For me, I felt like the two teams defended very well because but France is lacking at least let me say they have a lot of experienced players there, but they lack creative player because this tournament for now Griezmann in Shedan because I don't know why they create a team. If Griezmann doesn't create, nobody will create. But for tournament was starting, Dembele is trying to do something. But France coach, or rely on the players are like Ojiwonidi Ankasa. That is why I didn't can't be.
Why the players go better way default compared?
Yes, were untouchable. Yes, listen. The thing is, right now, formation another star, coach Lubono. Actually, bench in terms of midfield, one man Rabiot free roll, one man Golo Kante free roll. I share a Holland game now. So they were these two players were all over the pitch. What you're doing now, and then Chouameni is the sitting midfielder. That's the register. So Chouameni Kante and then Rabiot will be roaming in the pitch like anywhere. Especially when he hit him up and then was so parking video. But actually one bench now, Charlie Kamavinga. The Muro no to Kamavinga going to me the Muro. The free roll Kamavinga going to me. Kamavinga is someone like he likes to go for it. He likes to go for it. And then if you bench Chouameni and play Kamavinga, team Bialo base you be or the counter base which over number 6 no be so and then France too they rely on Mbappe. Watch Mbappe too much. Actually, and then what I would say is they were not clinical as well.
True.
Yeah, I want Holland, they were not clinical as well. But actually, Holland, they were clinical. They were playing their best. They were trying to play their best. But unfortunately, what I would say about Holland, say Holland, they lack, let me say, pacey wingers because Xavi Simon is not someone who is pacey. He's very fast. He's just fast player. So he's playing out of position as in one of the wings. And then one Costa boy often a Ghana a Memphis Depay. He's also trying to do something, but Charlie only young still on it. But kudos to all these two teams, and then they really, what I would say is they really defended well, and then both teams can share this point as well. Or 1-1, like it didn't really shock me as well. So kudos to them. Watch it. Watch
Mickey,
it.
Marondo,
Mm.
Xavi
France.
Simons,
Okay.
a sure goal, right?
Mm.
Very beautiful goal.
Mm.
I think there was someone intercepting, something like that. I think instead of Fido, we used to keep on. I think it was offside. Yeah, eventually it wasn't offside. What do you think of the VAR decision? Was it the right call
I
or it was
mean,
wrong?
from them, they said from the officials, they said,
It was a chalipa.
yeah, they've made amendment to with respect to VAR, any decisions, So I think that was the right call because what I know per FIFA rules is if you intercept a goal, if a player intercept a goal, another intercept a ball leading to a goal, whilst you are at your offside position, then the goal has to be called an offside because you intercepted. Then from there, I was always to keep an enemy. I will still keep an enemy no. No, yeah, then. Now, or confuse keep an enemy and share. It's an offside. It has happened in the Premier League before. I think for Puba. Yeah, there was a shot which Puba had to, pull his leg. Puba man in Ando. Man in Ando no, it confused the keeper and the ball had to be a goal. But when they had to check the VAR, they said Pogba intercepted, the play. Perhaps the reason why the ball was an offside. Other than that, if Pogba wasn't in that position, the ball would have been a goal. Same with Javi Simon. If that player wasn't in that position, the ball would have been considered a goal. So I think it was a right call by the referee. But going into the match proper, I think France, they missed the presence of Mbappe highly so much. They missed the presence of Mbappe. But I was looking forward to, initially when I saw the lineup, I was like, no. I looked through the lineup and I was like, no, the coach should have, resorted to some kind of information. At least you have N'Golo Kante, who has, churned out a very good performance in the first match. Exactly. So give him. I mean, he has shown that he can play the six alone. Play Mbappe as the number 6. Play Tchouameni. Kante as the number 6. Play Tchouameni as the box-to-box number 8, and then shift Griezmann as the number 10. Play Koeman on the right, and then you sit Rabiot because you don't have Mbappe now. So you make Griezmann, you shift Griezmann at the 10, his usual 10 position. You let Koeman play at the right, and then Dembele on the left, and maybe a Marcus Thuram. Yes, because there is no Mbappe. So with that, it gives Thuram the support because we all know what Koeman is capable of doing. He's a pacey winger, he's a quick winger, he's able to dribble, he's able to create chances. So that was the information he should have resorted to. So with that, if let's say N'Golo Kante, if you want to change Kante or Tchouameni, you can, substitute one of them, and then Kamavinga also comes in and then churn out that performance. But all in all, I think Netherlands too, they were not bad on the night. They came out guns blazing. So I think it was a fair score, even though they missed Mbappe, but it was a fair score. Like I'm looking forward to the two teams winning their last match of the group stages, so that they will have a good setup going forward.
I think for in my view, I would say for the Netherlands, Gakpo really played very well. Especially the first and second match.
Right now, look at the team and almost seeing now.
France also
very well.
France
They rely on their qualities. Yeah, they rely on the players.
So I think that's all for today. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Discussions are here in the also why didn't you and then why didn't you them? Before we go, I would urge you all to subscribe to Contribute TV, like, place a comment, put your notification bells on for all notifications, and please do all to watch us every time we post something. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you next time and have a beautiful night. Bye bye. Before we leave, I would like each and everyone to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, Unforgettable TV. And I would like to hear from my fellow guests their final words. First of all, you people, your final words for you.
Okay, so thank the viewers so much for spending time with us. I think it has been a wonderful experience with you guys, and then I feel going forward, we'll come up with more content.
More
Yeah,
content.
yeah, there are more content coming. So I urge them to like, share, comment, just as you said. Like, share, comment. You know, subscribe, put your notifications on.
Also,
Yeah,
oh,
and we promise to give them the very best of analysis and discussions. And yeah, they
and
should
we'll
look
keep
out
on
for
improving
exactly,
with time.
exactly.
Keep on improving as well.
They should keep their fingers crossed as always, from Echo Triple TV.
TV.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
So that's what's your final word.
Okay, my final wish, I would like all of you to subscribe to this channel and then share, like, and then comment as well. So that
Comment again.
comment no nya pa abe like abe share subscribe yen channel no man na join yen so notification is no na join yen anytime ya bon se notification is da ade bia content be no go bia no na san so nchia kesin koma a triple na kasa for this opportunity as well.
Sure.
And then Wood Gang and check us in common. We now Wazi. From gentle, young money. We now Bobo show no final words.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. We'll see you next time.